It's coming in. Get my yogurt then. Ah. Hey!
Hello.
We're smiling. Smiling looks good. Somebody having a nice time?
He's listening to music.
Yeah. You're in a good, positive mood.
Yes, because it's very boring, so I had this idea to start listening music, and I'm having like a blast.
Oh, fantastic. Having a blast. I love it.
Having a blast.
All right, well, you now have a popsicle stick.
What do you have inside this?
Pizza.
No, it can't be. You don't like
I know. No, it was. It was pizza. It was left over from lunch. Not
Right.
vegan though. Yeah, let's get
Let's
you
talk you more enjoying your popsicle. Very good. Good to see.
Put your hand in
Oh, 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 oh.
You're pushing me.
No, I wasn't pushing.
Yeah, you're no, mentally. No.
Oh, I got
No,
you now.
physically.
Yeah.
A little bit of wax on this chain,
Okay, I can do that, yeah.
please.
How about the other bite? Anything?
Wax.
All the bite wax?
Yes, because I'm gonna use this to the next time station, and then still all Kansas with this one.
Yeah, because it's flat around here.
Yeah.
Slightly going downhill.
Oh, slightly downhill. Wow. That's a radical change from what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was flat in Kansas.
You don't even know it. Sometimes it looks like you're going up more than down.
All right.
Because it's very windy.
Yeah, it is windy. There's not much to stop it. Okay.
Oh, you don't have a chair?
We want to wash you, Johnny. We really need to wash you. Because you know,
Was it black, Denise?
It was a folding chair.
Where?
Is it as big
A camp chair?
No one to wash it.
Are you having any pain from the sore?
A little bit, man.
Little bit of pain. What do you think caused the sore? Which saddle?
All of them.
All of them.
My sweat. Not the sweat.
Okay.
The bacteria.
They got a nice bathroom here, so you can give it a try. Let them look after you.
It's like I claim that vegan people don't sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now it's 6 years. No, because we have to do this. It's
I see the breakdown.
5 days, 6 days. I lost the count.
Yeah, me too.
I'm super sweaty. Do I stink? Taste me.
Johnny.
no stinking.
Not
Johnny.
particularly,
Johnny,
no.
You need to come here.
So you see? So it's true.
I think that's genetic though, my friend.
What is that?
I think it's genetic. It depends on also your diet.
It's vegan.
Yeah.
Vegan.
When they took away your chair, you were about to sit down. Yeah.
They're playing trick.
Well, I googled it after you told me that, and according to Google, it's mostly genetics. Said some vegan people.
It's also that I have a very acidic sweat.
Acidic sweat. Okay.
That it's like corrosive but doesn't stick.
Ah,
You
okay.
didn't have it.
Interesting.
I thought it was
So you like the blood of an alien, you know, corrosive like acid sweat. Cool.
I feel better?
All right, you have a nice relax. You enjoy your popsicle, and I'm going to go wax your bike.
On the bike, listening music.
Yeah. Yeah. Takes your mind off of the pain and suffering that you got going, the monotony of the.
He don't look like he's suffering right now, though, does he? Looks like he's having a good time.
Yeah.
I was like telling to myself, I'm gonna resign not because I'm tired, but because it's so boring.
It's so boring. I told you, and it's 420 miles.
And how many I've done? Like already.
You did 50, and
gonna
this would
take
be
off
60.
your
You've done
shoes.
110, 120, or something like that.
Yeah.
You just
Take
started.
off your shoes.
I have had 300 miles of this.
Yep. And the dark.
The
Yeah.
dark is the dark
Oh.
everywhere. But
Yeah,
here,
but it's-
here at night, it's windy or not. What do
No.
you wanna do,
We need
guys?
to
Let's
take
change the
shoes
socks.
off.
We're
Change
gonna
socks. You
look at your
need to
feet.
night you need to change. You need
No, the wind dies down a little bit at night, but it still will be a little breezy.
Allora vado in bagno.
Vai in bagno. Sì, sì. No, ok, thanks.
Anche in questa abbiamo leggermente abbassato.
Sono andato, camminato.
No, un po' alla volta dico. Ci va giù nel senso che guadagniamo, intendo.
I think that we gain time on the time limit. Every time station.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll leave your two ladies here to give you a rub down and massage and whatever else you're getting.
You know what?
I think you should get your nails done as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the nails I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, that's
If
quite
you
good.
want to give my massage,
I will.
not the legs,
Not the legs, but your neck.
I neck with that
The-
Voltaren,
Yeah.
the Golofenat.
Yep.
All right.
But
Time to do some
they're
waxing.
treating me like I'm a little kid.
Yeah, but that's nice.
No.
Hey, you know, it's nice to be treated like a little kid.
We're helping you get to the finish.
But I can do it.
Hey, where is the toilet?
Inside.
Side.
Yeah.
Inside. Yeah, inside.
Inside to the right.
To the right.
Not little kid. We're helping you do things to get to the finish line.
Okay, do I come in the other side?
So yeah, right now we're in Kansas. He's making good time. He seems in really good spirits. He's having a little bit of a joke and listening to music, and it's a big turnaround from how he was a couple of days ago. So you know, with all things considered, he's doing really, really well. I think the only issue we have now is that saddle sore that he's got. We don't want that to get worse, so the guys here are going to try and wash him down and put some kind of antibacterial on him to prevent that from getting infected or from getting worse. And then, like say, 400 miles of Kansas, more than 400 miles of Kansas. But it's flat, it makes a nice change, it's not too demanding, and he can just get on the TT bike and bang it out, hopefully, in not too much of a time. And like he was saying just now, he's gaining. He seems to be gaining on his time. So he's definitely, right now, he's definitely going to make it based on, you know, on the estimates of the time. Ah, good, more food.
Did you put the greens?
It's a present.
Probably crazy.
Doing this race is impressive. Yeah, it's nuts.
It's a vegetable broth.
See the guys that came in. I was
Is that soy sauce?
No, it's a vegetable, vegan vegetable broth.
Okay. Says it looks like soy sauce, that's got salt in it.
Yeah, it does. But
Do you like soy sauce?
No, it wasn't him. Yeah, I heard about him. Yeah, he's doing this, and he's the first one to do that.
Yeah, the first one's completed.
How would you describe Kansas for cycling?
The kingdom of boredom.
The kingdom of boring.
Of boredom.
Of boredom.
Yeah.
Just for cycling though.
Yeah. I don't want to be mean with Kansas people.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a great state. It's
Well-
the road we're hitting during this race, and they're very
Why
bold.
he didn't push himself.
Well,
Because usually
after you
Mark goes up and
finish the race and you get a great time, you're going to have to come back here on holiday to apologize. You have to find a nice hotel in Kansas and have a rest.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah. Right. We'll go check on your bikes.
Thank you so much.
They're middle-aged crisis and they kind of
So we're losing a bar end here, or missing a bar end should I say, so I'm going to try and tape this off with some electrical tape. But what you notice about all of Giovanni's bikes is that just like George and just like me, he tapes top down like this. And you'll also notice that even though this guy does thousands of kilometers of riding on one set of tape over several days, there is no rolling going on the tape. So anybody who tells you that if you do your tape in this direction it's going to start rolling and peeling up, it's not the case. It all depends on the individual. I know customers who they tape their tape in the other direction and they roll the edges. and they tape it in this direction, they roll the edges. No matter what they do, they roll the edges. It's all about how you ride and your style and position on the bike. So, like I say, if you want to do your tape like this, you're not disadvantaging yourself in any way. The team is doing their best for the rider. I think every single individual in the team wants the best for Giovanni. I do. You know, I know that his wife does. I know that his friends do. I know that his best friend does. So we're all trying for him. But the team has really struggled to gel. There are people on the team that I like very much, and there are people on the team that I admire, that I've got respect for. But it has been touch and go with regards to the team dynamics. And I've been told by a lot of people on the team who've done this before, even done this with Giovanni before, that teams that they've had in the past have just gelled together better. If I could describe it in so many words, I would probably say too many chefs spoil the broth, right? There's too many people here who have their strong opinions about what should be done, and there isn't any good hierarchy as to like shut those arguments down. So those arguments just continue and continue and continue. And what you want is a leader that people look to and respect to say, look, no, this is the way we're going to decide to do it. Thanks for all your input, but you know, this argument ends now, kind of thing. Instead, a lot of this stuff gets just drawn out and drawn out and drawn out. People don't know when to back down and say, you know, to be quiet, essentially, because they're very passionate about what they believe, and they really think that their idea is the best idea for Giovanni. Also, to some extent, Giovanni doesn't listen. He's quite stubborn. He's like me. You know, he basically wants to do the things the way he wants to do them, and he won't even take advice sometimes from people who perhaps are more experienced or know better. Like, for example, Les, who's done it before. So there you go. That's me being honest about the group. It's not a personal thing. Personally, a lot of these people are lovely, right? Personally, I like them a lot. But, you know, as a team, we've really struggled to come together and work efficiently. I think by the time we come to the end of the 12 days, I think we're going to be working together really well, but it's a shame that it took so long to get to that stage. But there you go. That's just the organic way that things have happened with this particular team. Yeah. And the other thing is, you know, our team chief, our team captain, whatever you want to call him, he has issues with regards to like trusting the team. He micromanages everything. He doesn't act in a respectful manner. The other day he called everybody on the team crazy, and at the same time the team also doesn't show him respect as well. It's sort of a two-way street thing. Like he is kind of disrespectful towards the members of the team, and the members of the team are kind of disrespectful towards him, and that's a problem because it's his job to manage the team, right? To make sure that everybody's where they should be, and you know, the things are running smoothly. And if you've got a boss that nobody wants to listen to, that's a major issue. So again, they could have possibly picked somebody else, maybe somebody with a better, more personable attitude. Not suggesting that he doesn't know what he's doing, because I'm sure he does, but it's the way he approaches the team members. And like I said the other day, I'm a volunteer, you know, I'm not being paid to be here, so I don't appreciate being talked to in certain ways, because, you know, at the end of the day I can just walk away if I wanted to. I'm not going to, because I'm here for Giovanni. But you understand what I'm saying, you know. I think if you're working with volunteers, you have to be nice to people. If you're paying people, you can afford to be rude to them, right? You know, like when you're at work, sometimes your boss is rude to you. He's not supposed to be, or she's not supposed to be, but we put up with it because we're getting paid. When you're not getting paid, you're sticking around for other reasons, and usually those reasons is because you want to be here, right? It's a bit like, you know, it's a silly analogy, but Alexander the Great, a lot of his soldiers followed him into battle because they loved him as a leader, not necessarily because they were getting paid. They knew they would eventually get paid. You know, when they took the next city, they would be able to sack the city and take its riches, but they followed him into the jaws of death because they loved him, they admired him, they respected him. That's a leader. Anyway, I'll get back to you later. You got your music? What are you listening to?
A Greek song.
Oh, Greek songs.
Exeresis, exceptions.
Okay.
So it says
Andiamo.
in the life I live, there are no rules but only exceptions.
Okay.
It's nice. I like it.
Well, be safe, okay?
Thank you. See you.
See you. See you soon. It was supposed to be fireworks, but they got cancelled.
Do you think you can refix that Garmin door in 2 minutes?
The which one?
The Garmin door.
The Garmin door? Yeah, I can try it now. Where is it? Sorry, let me do it. From the cable, yeah.
Luca.
I'm okay, thank you. This is the halfway donuts.
Yeah.
I pass. I wish I was cycling. I could eat more. Has anybody got the? Oh, no, thank you. Has anybody got the window?
Got the window?
Another one. Thank you. Hi.
You need something.
I'm gonna grab the tools from the back,
You can get to
but you
them.
can stay there if you want, because I got
Can
them.
you grab them?
Yeah, I got them. Okay, for context, I was asleep, and this is the halfway point. The 1,500 and something kilometers. He's only got the same again, so yeah, there's a bit of a celebration with donuts. And we were trying to get him candles or sparklers to go in the top, but at this time of night, everything was closed. So they should have planned ahead. Anyway, I've got to fix this. Back in a bit.
We are halfway, and we are like 10 hours in advance on halfway. And I decided that I want to push myself to the limit and to try to not sleep at all. I know I can do it. I raised the cadence a lot. My cadence, usually I'm a very slow cadence. I don't know how to say it. Very
Yeah, I
little
noticed that.
RPM. But with the music, I start increasing it, and now I'm always 85 to 95. My legs are feeling great, much better than before. And instead of pushing the usually 95, 110 watts, I'm above 125, feeling less tired. So that's the strategy. I know that if I keep like the cadence very high, the effort goes on to the heart. I increase the BPM of the heart, and
It's an old Lance Armstrong technique.
yeah, no, it's not just Lance Armstrong. He had also other techniques. And also this year is gonna avoid to fall asleep.
Right.
I noticed that for me it's hard to stay awake when it's very hot. It happened last year, it's happening again this year, and I'm just pouring cold water on me to not fall asleep.
Right. So you're
I
saying that
just slept with less forced me to sleep, made me sleep like 30 minutes.
so you're saying
He
that you
said
fall
1 hour
asleep-
30 minutes,
Yeah.
but I slept only 30 minutes. I woke up and I feel great.
So hang on a minute. Right. Let me get this straight. You're 10 hours early. That's what you're saying,
Yes,
right? So 10 hours above schedule.
yes.
You
Above
don't
schedule, on
we-
the time limit.
under your time limit, right? But you don't want to sleep anymore, and you say that it's the feeling warm that makes you want to sleep,
Yes.
right? But even in the mountain the other night when it was very, very cold, you felt sleepy. Was that because
No,
of
was
the
that's
too warm
why
again?
I wanted to sleep. What do you mean? When we were like on
Yeah.
Wolf Creek Pass?
You were
Do you
very,
remember?
very
We
tired.
were in the car and there was the warm air at the maximum.
On the way down, yeah, you were very cold.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I fell asleep. I fell asleep very easily because
Okay.
was the warm at the max. So notice the last 73 kilometers with a good elevation for 22. My average speed was 28.3 and pushing.
All right. So you want to do the
This
last?
is a ride like we go for a ride together. It's a good pace.
So for the last 1,500, no more sleep. If
It's
possible.
a very like pretentious declaration.
Okay.
But I'll try.
All right.
Or minimum.
Are there-
Minimum step.
Are there any
minimum sleep.
risks to trying this?
I don't think so.
Okay.
What can I risk?
And you were
To
saying to your,
die. I'm on a bike. It's, yeah,
you saying to your
can-
crew chief, you want to eat every 30 minutes.
Yes.
What do you want to eat every 30 minutes?
Sugar.
Sugar.
Cause to push, we rely on sugar.
Okay.
So sugar can be bad for the stomach after a while. So I told him, give me maple syrup and bread. That's gonna be good.
Like made the maple syrup and rice we gave you. Was it yesterday? It was pretty
Yes.
good. You have a good reaction to that.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, we have to keep going.
Yeah, you do.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For fixing my Garmin again.
No problem.
And to be a great mechanic.
Well, it's been not too difficult so far.
I won't stop anymore. I don't want to stop, not even for sleeping. Minimum sleep.
How is your hearing?
I asked Denise for ibuprofen. I took 4. You have to give me painkiller every day from now on. Okay?
Makes sense.
Thank you for the donuts.
You're welcome.
Even they were not vegan, but you know. Do you think Luca is in the car at the cruise ship?
I'll go check.
That's funny. No, tell me.
Yeah, he's inside.
We yell a
He's-
lot at each other,
He's inside, yeah.
but then at the end we make peace every time.
I hope so.
We are just like an old couple.
Yeah, I hope so.
Brother, let's go.
Yeah. Let's go. Good luck, Johnny.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.
So, you know how I was just saying I wasn't sure if it was possible, whether you can ride that kind of distance without any sleep.
No,
Um,
absolutely not.
The medical expert says no, it's probably not possible, unless you give something like amphetamines, he said.
Yeah, some sort of drug to, to make the person not fall
Yeah.
asleep. Yeah.
It was like the German soldiers in the Second World War, I think, took those to stay awake longer so they could fight for longer during the invasion of France, I believe. So yeah, okay, and that he's basically excited or a little bit delirious, and so What did he say? He's talking out to the top of his head or something?
Yeah, he's talking. Yeah, talking. He's just talking crazy talk.
It's crazy talk. Okay. And there you go. Maybe we're crazy. Maybe he's right. I don't know. But all right. At least we have the medical expert to double check these things. Thank you. All right. There you have it, folks. It's probably not likely. We probably will see him sleep again before we reach Atlantic City. Yeah, just pull over a little bit.
It's not a good
It's okay. I can get out now.
Okay. We'll see if there's anything we can help with. If not, we gotta keep moving.
Yeah.
Don't do it, guys.
Is there any problem?
The chain was falling, so I have to adjust it a little.
Chains. Maybe we'll take it in a few days. Yeah. We're falling here.
Yeah, no, but now it's okay.
Maybe reduce the gear at the back so it can. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now try. Okay. Good.
Thank you, Wally.
Nothing fell down, right? His chain is coming off its big chain ring, but I noticed when I was looking at that bike the day I washed it, the chain ring is already worn out. So I think part of the issue is that when he goes into a high gear, the angle of the chain is such that it's pulling the chain off the chain ring, because the teeth are already worn away. So really he needed a new chain ring on that bike, but again it was something that we just wouldn't have been able to get in time. And that's why I said that it would have been good if I'd have had the bikes earlier. I could have assessed them and fixed things like that. But
we're coming to a bike show, Holly, on Time Station 34, and they're extremely nice there.
Yes.
If we get anything, they can assist us. It's like a
all right.
bike shop.
Well,
As long as we're there when they're still open.
Yeah.
They're not always open 24.
They're not open 24/7 yet. So
They
34
still
is
have
it?
seats to sit down at. Just the shop itself closes down.
Okay. Well, if they've got an Ultegra chainring that'll fit a 6-800 series crank, then we'll change it.
Yeah, they're in Missouri.
It's not cheap though. They're usually like $100.
How much, Holly?
They're usually around $100.
Okay.
And we'll probably have to change the chain as well, because the chain will be worn
Yeah,
with the
whatever
crank.
you say, Holly, you know that we need to get that. Yeah.
If that's what we can do to get them across the border, she's saying, let's do it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm getting service. I jump in bed, do my hour and a half, do my 3 hours, whatever. I'm back on the road, so I'm really getting
You're efficient.
3 hours of sleep,
Okay.
maybe 15 minutes of service, and I'm back on the road.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where all the time is going, is the inefficiency, especially in the beginning. The first 3 days is just so inefficient on all the stops.
Yes. Well, like at the halfway point, he was like, I'm just going to ride. I'm not going to stop anymore. I'm not going to sleep. I'm just going to go straight through. And it's like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was sitting, to hand off bananas to him on the road. So not at the gas station. I was actually across the street and all that. And he's like, are we stopping here? And I said, no, you're just going.
And you get so tired, when the brain gets so tired, it just is so confused. He's just so...
And if he doesn't have that sugar in his bloodstream to make his brain work,
Yep.
that's why I say I think a lot of his reaction is hangry, because he's not. He hasn't put in his own red flags.
Mm-hmm.
Like
his plan, he didn't do his planning to program his brain like, all right, I'm gonna sleep this much this day, and that's my plan.
well,
So he just kind of wings it, and winging it's not working.
We had, for Ingolf, we had like a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
At this time, you're getting this
Yep.
pill, you're getting this
Yep.
drink, you're getting this, that. And, you know, as we get further along in the race, Heidi would adjust some of the, give him extra food. That wasn't in the plan, but because she wasn't always there. She was, you know, we were rotating 3 cars around. And, but because he had the food poisoning the year before, he wasn't taking anything that she wasn't, you know, we didn't buy anything in the stores for him. We didn't do anything like that. It was like, if it wasn't in his plan, she had some extra stuff, but that was it.
Yeah,
this is kind of weird for me, guys, because have you guys ever done any scuba diving?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know about nitrogen narcosis, right?
Yep.
So when someone gets nitrogen narcosis, you're supposed to kind of step in and help them because they're confused and they don't know what they're doing, and that could lead them to making a mistake which ends up getting them killed or worse, or well, worse than killed is not really any worse, so you know, killed. So what I don't understand here is that he's clearly cognitively impaired, and yet we're just kind of following his lead. Is that not weird?
So that's been the discussion with, in our car, we were just having that discussion. When do we pull the rider off because of his safety?
And just like force him to rest and eat.
Force him to rest and eat. So that's why we moved Katerina over there, because then she has more pull with him than we do. So maybe she can talk it, and then we can escalate that up. If he still wants to ride, then we're going to escalate that up.
The problem is
because we were doing really well with him the other day when Katerina and I were in car 1. We were feeding him and getting him food and drink, and he was flying.
But he is still, he's eating more now than he did at the beginning. When she offers him food, he's taking it now more than he did before, so that's the good news. The thing is, though, is if it's hard to force him off the thing without getting into some really major fight, and that's an issue in itself too.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, because the blow up last night was pretty significant. One of the times he stopped last night, he was just riding. Everything's looking good, he's just riding. Then all of a sudden he just stops, and so we pull up. Hey, what's up? I'm riding to Atlantic City.
True.
And we're almost halfway there. Yep.
True.
Yep. Just keep riding. Okay. I'm riding to Atlantic City.
Yep.
You're almost halfway there. So it's just like, clearly you're not in it.
Now at the halfway.
How are you, sir?
Oh, I shouldn't be telling you that.
No. I feel
I'm going to
fresh.
be up all night turning around doing this.
I feel fresh.
You feel fresh?
Yes.
Well, then you do this. No, I'm going to be all
I'm
night
having
doing this
fun.
stuff.
I'm having fun.
Of course. That's the only way to do it.
Oh, thanks. Do you remember how you did feel here?
Say that again?
Do you remember how you were feeling when you,
Oh, yeah.
you were here?
Tired, yeah. I remember I went in the women's room in there.
I remember that.
Yeah. Somebody's in the guys' room.
But you didn't find any women, did you?
All right, let's get you across the street and get you out. Are you stopping?
No, I want to get more. So I have a story to tell. So at a certain point, I looked at my Garmin. It was 62 kilometers for the stage, no? And look at one moment after was 75. Completely blank out for 13 kilometers. Complete.
You don't remember anything?
I have memory, strange memories. I believe a part of me fell asleep.
Oh wow.
And the other part of me
kept riding.
Kept riding. And that went twice today. One in the morning and one now.
Let's get you out of the road.
No, I want to move.
I know, but until they're done, I want to get you out of the road because this is in the lane.
I want to move before they're down. That's the...
Let's go.
You want to help with your bike?
No, I want
No?
to...
You okay?
Hello, guys.
Hi. Having a good race?
Yes, I'm very well.
Right on.
Okay,
Well, it's direct power. It's 7 o'clock.
So, sir, how many more flags have you got to go?
Too many.
Too many.
Too many. We're only doing the solos this year.
Yeah, only the solos.
The teams usually just run right through, and I'm going to be so trashed after this because it's basically a one-man show this year. So I'm only going to be doing the solos. But anyway, it's the quick change artistry of these flags.
Very nice. You remind me that I've got to fix my own flagpole.
Well,
Yeah.
you should. See, then you can carry it on RAAM. Oh shit, there he is, Dana.
Yep, I don't care.
That guy's a pain in the butt.
Well, the one that's coming?
All I'm doing is getting the visual.
Yeah,
I'm not following them.
yeah.
I get ahead of them, I get here, and I
He's a real pain in the butt to the racers. He gets up behind them, especially at night, and follows them at slow speed.
Who are we talking about here?
That guy that just passed in the red car.
Oh, right.
It's an old fart, an old guy and his wife, and they're bored. And this is what they do. It's something to do. They found out about us, about Race Across America, through our TV coverage that we used to get. And so they started hanging around here. In the beginning, it was okay. Now they're just doing whatever the hell they want, and it's starting to piss off the racers and mainly the polo vehicles. And,
Are they doing it with the intention of causing annoyance, or are they just interested?
They're, how do I phrase it? They're bored.
Yeah.
So they're doing it for
But are they
pictures,
bored
is
and
what they're
doing
saying.
malicious things, or are they
No,
bored
they're
and
not
doing...
malicious. It's just that they're a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and turn around.
Watch the traffic.